Welcome to this crossover episode of On Fire and Beyond the Badge, in which we talk about back-to-school safety. First, we'll be talking about walking to school safety. Always cross at designated crosswalk areas. Stay on the sidewalk and make sure to look both ways, left, right, left, before crossing the street. Try to make eye contact with the drivers to make sure that they see you. Avoid distractions such as your phone and/or music. Walk in groups if possible and never talk to or accept rides from strangers.
Next, we'll be talking about bike safety. Make sure to wear a helmet when riding your bike. And in order for a helmet to properly protect you, it has to fit and be used properly. I'll show you how. First of all, the helmet has to fit your head. So to check that out, you have to put it on your head. Obviously, put the helmet on your head. Stick your fingers in the air holes up here. Try to turn your helmet. You should have to turn your head to turn the helmet. All right, then you have to buckle it up tight. It does not have to be tight, but it does have to be tight. The way to tell if it's tight is once it is on your head, open your mouth, and you should feel your helmet pull down a little bit. Also, make sure your helmet is straight across. The biggest mistake people make, besides not wearing the helmet at all, is they wear it back here, and that does not protect your head at all. Stay in the bike lanes if possible and obey all traffic signals. Walk your bike through the crosswalks, and when possible, wear bright and reflective clothing so drivers can see you. Now we'll be discussing school bus safety. There's been some confusion about when drivers are supposed to stop for the bus. We want to make sure that drivers follow the traffic laws to protect our children. Obviously, if you're directly behind the bus and it has its flashing red lights on and the stop sign is out, you need to stop. The bus will flash its yellow lights first to warn you that it is about to stop and load or unload its precious cargo. Here's where we can hopefully clear up some of the confusion that's out there. If you are on a road that is divided by grass or a concrete barrier and heading in the opposite direction of the bus, you don't have to stop. However, if you are on a road where there is no physical barrier and are heading in the opposite direction, you do have to stop, even if the middle lane is just a turn lane. A good example of this in Oshkosh is Jackson. Also, kids, you need to stay seated while on the bus and listen to the bus driver.
The next topic is personal safety and social media. It's always really important to be aware of your surroundings. If kids have cell phones, make sure they are charged and have various contact numbers programmed in. Talk with your children about who trusted adults are and places where they can go where they feel safe. A family code word is also a really good idea. Families love to post first day of school photos on social media with a board that lists their child's name, their teacher's name, what grade they're in, and the name of their school. That's a lot of information that you're putting out on social media. It's a better idea to keep names and personal information off the board and keep the information general. It is important that parents monitor their kids' online activity and use privacy settings on apps and devices. It's also very important to remind your kids about the risks of sharing personal information online and chatting with strangers online as well.
Thank you for joining us on this special back-to-school episode of Beyond the Badge and On Fire. We hope you have a great and safe school year. See you next time.